In this video, we are going to be talking about the 3 worst trading mindsets you can have. Whether you're new on your journey, whether you're experienced, this is going to be a great video for you. I can't wait to dive into this one as it's been very, very well requested. So let's jump into the video. All right, so reflecting back on my trading journey lately, it's been very, very interesting to see how much my mindset has shifted from the beginning half of my journey to where I am now. I've been getting a lot of DMs recently asking about the mindset that I had along the way when I was going through the bad times and the mindsets that I have now that I'm consistent, now that I know what I'm doing. So in this video, we're going to talk about 3 points. I think these 3 different mindsets are going to help you a lot. You're either going to be in the middle of each of these mindsets yourself, maybe 1 of them, 2 of them, or 3 of them, or you've already gone through them and you will be able to reflect on this video, and it'll be a nice kind of video to reflect on where you've come and compare it to where you are now. So without further ado, let's jump into mindset number 1. Mindset number 1, I'm going to put a quote here. Let me know if this resonates with you because this is coming from me. This is coming from my experience, my journey, and I think it's going to relate a lot. Don't mind me if I pull this out just so I don't miss any points. Mindset number 1 is, I will be here by blank. Okay, so if you're watching this right now, I know you probably smiled and you're like, damn, okay, that was me. When we first started our journey, or maybe even the first little bit when you start to see success, you start to set timelines or limits on when or where you should be by a certain date. What I mean by that is, I will have a 100K account by next year when you're just starting, or by next year, I will be managing 1 million in funding 2 months into your trading journey, right? These are just unrealistic expectations that you are setting on yourself. And it's funny because we've all made them. Looking back on myself and my journey, when I first started, before I even had a demo account and I was just looking at people online, it's so funny. I may be the only one who's done this, but if you're with me on this, please drop a like and let me know you're with me too. But I started to think about all the things I was going to buy. I started to think about having a Lamborghini. I started to think about buying my parents a house. This was all before I even struck foot in the market. How funny is that? And it just shows you that it's so easy to see others succeeding. It's so easy to see someone who's been putting in all the work for years and years and years. You see them pop up on your Instagram page and you automatically think, oh, well, I could do it. And I could do it in a short period of time because I'm better than this person. Your ego starts to take a toll, right? Your ego starts to take a little spin for itself. Having that mindset of I will be here by this date is just not realistic in trading because so much growth goes into becoming a consistent trader, whether it be forex, stocks, crypto, options, whatever it is. So much growth and repetition goes into your each and every day to train your brain to recognize the patterns, to recognize your plan, to stick to your plan. You know, like I said in my last video, I can give someone my step-by-step plan, but unless they've gone through the trials and tribulations, they've gone through the peaks and valleys, emotionally and physically sometimes, punching desks with your hands, you're not going to understand it to the degree you have to succeed with it, right? Because you got to put the reps in. I'll relate it to the gym, right? Chris Bumstead, the Olympia winner from the last 5 years, if he was to go and give you a workout plan that he uses, right? Some of you may quit after 1 month because you're not seeing any progress, right? But why on earth would you see the same progress as someone who's been doing it for 5, 10, 15 years, or however many years someone's been working out? Why would you expect to see that growth just because you have their plan, right? It's the same with trading. Why do you expect to see the same growth as someone else just because you have the same rule set they do? You have to put the time in. And by putting that expectation that I will be here by this date, all you're going to do is set yourself up for disappointment for when you hit that date and you're not where you want to be. Take it from me, guys. Every single time I set the expectation that I would have this management by this time, or I would have made this much money by this time, I always set myself up for failure because you're not in control of what the market conditions are going to be. Set a better goal for yourself. You should have the mindset of, I will stick to my plan for the rest of this month. I will do X, Y, and Z. Process goals instead of just setting an outcome goal for months in advance just to set the goal. And a lot of you will set this goal without any reason behind it other than just to have money or to show off on social media or X, Y, Z, right? You have to have the mindset that you are in this until you succeed at it. It could be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It doesn't matter, right? Back to the school university analogy, you'll put 4 years into a university degree where you can come out with no job promises or anything like that, but you won't put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years into trading, a skill that you see consistently change people's lives. It's changed my life. It's changed my trader friends around me's lives. It changes the family's life. It changes lives, right? If you stick with it and you put all your effort into it, you will get there. I promise you, you will get there. Just don't quit and put all your energy into it. Jumping into mindset number 2, comparison, right? There's a quote, comparison is the thief of joy, right? How many of you have been super excited about progress that you've made? Maybe you've had a good trading day. Maybe you stuck to your plan, but you didn't end up taking this trade just for it to get all ruined because you jumped on social media and you saw someone else took the trade, or you saw this and that, and you automatically start comparing yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy is one of my favorite quotes, honestly, because it is so damn true. When you are just staying in your own lane and you're focusing on your own growth and development, there's no room for comparison. There's no room to feel anxious or sad because you know you're doing everything you have to do, right? When you go to the gym, another gym analogy, when you go to the gym and you're working out every single day, all you should be comparing yourself to is the person in the mirror from the day before. That goes for anything in our life, right? It's when you start to compare yourself to the trader of 4 or 5 years more experience, or you start to compare yourself to the person at the gym who's been working out for 4 or 5 years and has all the muscles you want, right? Or has lost all the weight you want, right? Or has all the money that you want in whatever business field you're going for. You have to put your time in, and don't compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 10. I've said this before, but it is so damn true. When I got on trading, how silly would it be for me to compare my 1 month of trading to someone like Q Banks' 8th, 9th year, right? It's so silly, right? It's super, super, super silly. Same thing goes for another sport reference. That'd be like someone who's been playing hockey for 3 or 4 years comparing themselves to Wayne Gretzky. Like, come on. I'm not saying Q Banks is Wayne Gretzky, but you guys get the analogy, okay? Don't compare your journey to someone else because it can be very, very detrimental to your growth. Another thing in terms of comparison, this is something that happened to me. I'll just use a random name. Sorry if your name's Jimmy, but it took Jimmy a year or 2 years to become successful at trading. I'm smarter than him, so it's going to take me 3, 4, 5 months. How many times have you on your journey, again, this could just be me, and I'm totally okay with being open and honest about this. How many times in your journey did you want to shave off years that it'll potentially get you there because you think you're smarter than the person you're comparing yourself to, right? So like I said in my quote, so-and-so did it in 3 years. I'm smarter than them, so I'm going to do it in 1 or 2 years, right? And it's so easy to think that, but in reality, you can't compare your timeline. I get asked all the time, how long did it take you to be consistent? How long did it take you to succeed in the markets? It's going to be different for me. I obsessed over this. I lived it, breathed it, friggin' cried over it, right? I put so much effort into this, all my effort, sacrificed so many things, didn't go to parties, didn't hang out with friends. All my free time I had was putting into this. I live with my girlfriend. Our hangouts were her laying on the bed behind me as I was sitting here talking to her while learning trading at the end of my 9-to-5 job. That's how much I cared about it, right? So someone who's putting in all that effort is going to be further along and have a quicker curve than someone who's putting in 1 hour a week, 2 hours a week, right? You can't relate them. And that's what I'm saying. Don't compare your journey to someone else's because they are so entirely different. And the beauty thing about it is it's your journey. That's what makes it so special, right? It's your journey. It's super, super special because you are going to do this all on your own. You're going to get there when you're supposed to based on the effort that you've put in. It's way more rewarding when you just focus on the growth that you are experiencing from the work that you have put in. Don't focus on me and my timeline. Don't focus on someone else's timeline. Just focus on you. Because like I said, comparison is the thief of joy. This is the third and final worst trading mindset you could possibly have, in my opinion. There may be some of you who don't agree with this, but this is again just based on my own experience. It's my channel, it's my reflection, and if it hits home with you, that's amazing. If not, totally understand. Agree to disagree. I totally understand. Okay. So mindset number 3 is treating it like a hobby. I truly believe you cannot treat trading like a hobby. If you go into this treating it like a hobby, you will fail. I guarantee you. And not only will you fail, you will lose a lot of your money. Maybe it'll be money that you can't lose because you saw Timmy on Instagram do it, or you heard of someone doing it and you just want to, throw some money in and make passive income with it. It's got to be something you put 100% effort into, right? If you want to treat it like a hobby, go play soccer or hockey or basketball, things that aren't going to financially set you back from you putting in absolute bare minimum effort, right? And it's a big one because I've said this before, you literally have to give it your all. It has to be plan A, no plan B. In my opinion, every single one of my friends that I'm associated with that has succeeded at this to the highest level, they all say the exact same thing. There was no plan B. There was no plan B because all plan B does is distract you from plan A, right? I truly believe if you give 100% to it, you are going to achieve it. And there's going to be people in the comments, there's going to be naysayers, right? No one succeeding above you is going to be hating on you, right? Hate only comes from below. So remember that the next time you are chasing something and someone hates on you. I just wanted to add that in there because even though 99.9999% of the comments are amazing on this channel, there will be the odd person, and I'm sure that's going to go for you chasing your dreams, chasing your success, whatever it may be. You're always going to hear something from people below you, whether it be a family member, friends, people close to you. No one who actually wants you to succeed, no one who is above you and where you want to go is going to talk down on you and belittle whatever you are doing, right? So that kind of ties into the whole comparison thing. Just stay in your lane and do your thing and try and be great, right? Not only try and be great for yourself, but be great for the others, people around you, right? Try and raise the frequency of the people around you to give them a better and better life, right? That at the end of the day, that's the whole goal here, is to not only better your own life, but the people around you, the people you care about, and even strangers' lives around you, right? Just continue to grow in all aspects of life. But mindset number 3, I truly believe treating it like a hobby is what's going to hold you back. If you are someone who is experiencing these 3 mindsets right now, try and work on it and apply the things that I talked about in this video. Go into it with your all. Don't compare yourself to other people, and don't set a timeline on when you should succeed by. I don't agree with that at all. You're in this for the long run. If you have the long-term vision, who cares when you get there? If you plan on doing this for the rest of your life, who cares when you get there? All that matters is you're going to get there and you're going to succeed at it. So what do I say at the end of every single video? Let's be 1% better every single day. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a like and comment and subscribe if you're new. Helps the channel, helps the algorithm get this message out to more people. I will see all you beauties on Wednesday. Take care.